Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to my live. Let's see who we've got here today. Deborah Kaiser. Deborah, if you are still here, I completely understand, hun. Catch me on the replay. You go and enjoy your company. Hi, Rachel in Tomorrowland. I'm glad you were here. Robert, hey, buddy, how are you? Hope everyone's doing well. We're doing okay here. It's kind of been nasty outside, kind of drizzly and rainy and stuff like that. But, hey, it is what it is. So, we'll be talking about my week and all that kind of stuff that's gone on this week and everything. So, we'll just wait a little longer for some folks to come in. I am still working on my Chuck Penson. I see the light at the end of the tunnel. Um, I've probably got I don't know, maybe a 12-inch by 12-inch section. Yeah, maybe about that. Because this thing's a monster. It's huge, huge, huge. Um, and so again, I see the light at the end of the tunnel for this. And it's turning out beautifully. This is one that we will absolutely frame and put up in the house. Uh, Hi, Melissa. How are you? Hi, fairy tale poet. Oh, it's cold there today, Rachel? Uh, oh no, we're done with anything cold. Yeah, I've had more than my fair share this year with the winter storm we had where you don't normally have a winter storm. So, I will give fair warning, and if y'all can help me later on, if this happens, I have got problems with my cell phone. I do my lives through my cell phone. So if something happens, I will work on getting myself back in. It starts doing this wonky thing about one thing it'll do is it'll try and disconnect. Another thing it'll do is start like scrolling and put me in a position where I can't see y'all, can't see what's going on the screen. So I'll be counting on you guys. Let me know if you can still see me during that time. Hello, Grace. How are you? I'm glad you're here, even if it's just for a few minutes. Oh, you do not have fat fingers, Grace. Oh my gosh. It's supposed to be 97 there, Fairy Tale Poet. Yeah, I'm not, I think we're in our 70s, low 70s, which again, with the humidity, it's like, well, it feels warmer and sticky out here. Okay, you're going to have to help me out, Rachel. What's 7 degrees Celsius? Convert that for me. Or anyone else. Can somebody convert that to Fahrenheit? My brain doesn't work on that. Oh my goodness. So as I was saying, the phone might go wonky. And if it does, if y'all will just be patient and I'll work on, get them back in here. Oh, Grace, you keep hitting the send button. That's okay. I'm trying to think what button it is. Gosh, there's one button that Crystal that Crystal presses all the time by accident, and she gets disconnected. It's just too funny. So let's give it just a couple of more minutes for some other folks to come in. We'll give it about a minute or so, and then we'll just start talking about the week and things to hopefully, come up here before long. And so I've also got critters that are running around here that might start whining, thinking they have to eat dinner. 40, okay, 44 Fahrenheit. It's kind of cold there. Not quite freezing, but that's kind of cold. Yeah. Thanks, Fairy Tale Poet. Google works for everything, just about. Yeah. Except when you're sick and where something's wrong, don't Google it. Dr. Google does not help. All it does is worry you. I've done that before, actually. So, okay. Well, it's been about 5 minutes. We'll catch everybody up as they come in. So you saw the thumbnail and it said, what? Where's the flowers? Okay. Now, the flowers. Last weekend was beautiful here. It was absolutely beautiful. And so we went out. My husband decided, we needed to put some mulch in the front yard, the landscaping. And then I was like, well, I want to make this little flower garden. We have beside our garage, and between that and the walkway to come up to the house, there's this plot of, a flower bed, right? Well, nothing's ever really grown there. I haven't tended it or anything like that. So we prepped it for a flower garden, right? So we go to Home Depot here, and we go in. He gets all the mulch he needs. He gets some soil for me, and I start looking around for flowers. Mind you, everybody and their half brother was at Home Depot because it was so nice out. Everybody was working in their yard. I look around for flowers, and I can't find any. At least, and the ones that were there, no, I would not put in my garden. I know that sounds bad, but they weren't the ones that I wanted. So now I have this, cute little, flower bed that's empty. And so this coming week, if the rain stops, then I'm going to go try and find me some flowers to put in there. And let's hope that they live for a while, because I have a black thumb. I cannot keep plants alive. It's bad. But I want this pretty little flower garden, and I'm going to try and make it. I'm going to try and have a flower garden. So that's why there weren't any flowers there, because there really were no flowers at Home Depot. Everybody took them before I could get there. So I'll keep everybody updated on what I might get this week to put in the garden. Or not, flower bed. Why do I keep calling it a garden? It's not a garden. Anyway, so that all ends. Monday comes, and it was off to a very emotional start. Okay. Monday was the 2-year anniversary of my daddy's passing. And so I was kind of in a mood that day. And I think that was that was the first day of the week that Facebook brought up a picture in my memories. And it was me and my daddy. Well, then later in the week, I'm doing better. I'm still kind of bummed during the week, but things are getting better. And then I want to say Wednesday or Thursday, Facebook pops up with a picture of both. Hold on one second. I'm trying to see if I am in the chat correctly. Okay. Anyway, it brings up a picture of me and my father at my sissy's wedding, and this was 10 years ago. And we were out dancing, and then it brought up a picture of me and my brother that passed away in November. And so it was again at her wedding, and it was one of the rare photos of me and my brother together, because he didn't like me. Oh well, never figured it out. Didn't much care. I'm happy, well taken care of. We're good. But anyway, so I'm like, I was like, that wasn't very, there's things you wish Facebook would just forget. But again, it's an algorithm, so you have no control over it. And I can understand that. Hold tight 1 second. I want to see if I can get want to see if I can get my live stream to come up here so I can look at, yay, guys. Oh, Maggie, would you please? Okay, yay. Now I've got the chat pulled up to where I can see y'all real well. All right. Thank you very much, Fairy Tale Poet. I appreciate that. Yeah, it was a rough time over the last year and a half with 3 family members. But we're, forging ahead and remembering them and everything. Maggie, you're going to have to wait until Daddy gets home to eat. That is our oldest dog. She is, I've been calling her 15, but I think she's more like 13. But she is senile. She can't hear very well. She has cataracts, but she can still see. Now her hearing, not so sure, because I have to do this thing in front of her to get her to, follow me. So, yeah, it's kind of crazy. Maggie, you can wait, baby. So I apologize if y'all hear her whimpering. She's really not neglected. So, anyway, so got through that Monday, did okay later when it popped up in the week. Tuesday, no, I think it was Monday evening / Tuesday morning. I got up with my husband about 3:30 in the morning. He wasn't feeling very well. And so got up, and once someone's ill in the house, I'm up. That's it. I kick into worried mode. And then if there's nothing I can do, I go into the helpless mode. And so that's just me. Get into that, mother hen role, even if it's my husband. I feel that I need to take care of him. And so let's see. And then, okay, so we get through Monday, then Tuesday. Then Tuesday, I get a call from upstairs, and it's my son. And he says, Mom, I'm sick. So this is 3:30 the next morning, the wee hours of the morning. And I'm like, oh boy. Well, he was sick, guys. He was sick. He had, we nailed it. It was food poisoning, let me see if I can. Yelling works real good. Okay. So, oh yeah, Fairy Tale Poet, it will get mighty, mighty hot there. Yeah, I've got some family that lives there, and yeah, it gets pretty hot. So, okay, one night I'm up with Hubs. Next night I'm up with the man child. I say man child because he's 19. Yeah, he's a man, but no, he's more like a child. So he's my man child, working on, raising him up. And so I was so dog tired. But I got him into the doctor. They, of course, they always have to run a COVID test. COVID was negative. We knew it would be. And then she checked and everything and determined it was food poisoning. So she was, they were going to give him a shot, and he talked them out of it. And because he doesn't do needles. And so, yeah. And so he talked them out of it. Well, there was medicine that you could put under your tongue. Well, we were going to go for that. But with him being so sick, the under the tongue medication does not work as fast as a shot. And so she was like, okay. She goes, you really need to get this shot. So, he sucked it up and decided he would do the shot. And he was the biggest stinking baby I have ever seen in my life. And I am glad he's left, so he cannot hear me right now. He was the biggest baby, God love him. But we got home and he started feeling a little bit better. But I will tell you, these teenagers do not listen, and that includes doctors, because she had told him, okay, well, you can stay off till Friday, rest, watch what you eat, yada, yada, yada. Okay, so I go and my friend next door goes and gets Gatorade, she gets crackers, she gets some bananas, stuff like that for me, and brings it over. He eats, what did he eat? He ate, oh, no, he drank. He drank the Gatorade. Um, he only ate crackers at the doctor's office because the doctor said, no, you have to eat 2 of these before you can leave. So it would stay on his stomach. Let's see. I'm going to do something here. Okay. I'm trying to see what I may have missed in chat. Wow, it's cold there, Rachel. And obviously where Robert is too is kind of cold. Oh my good. Hi, Dixie. Hi. So let's see. That's how my week kind of started. Now he did eventually. Okay, Wednesday he tried to go back into work. No, Thursday. Thursday he tried to go back into work. The boss sent him home. And then he did go back to work yesterday. And then of course he worked today. So he's obviously feeling better, but he's eating poorly. He always is. He doesn't listen to me. But anyway, so yeah, that's my kid. So food poisoning, that's over. What else? Oh, now Wednesday, in the midst of all of this, Wednesday was my husband's birthday. And so he had to work, of course. So we decided we'd go out to dinner. And we've been eating really good. Oops. Hold on. We've been eating really good. Well, we decided to splurge and go and have Mexican food. It was so good. Oh my gosh. You know what, Robert? You can call me either or. If you want to call me Sharon, you call me Sharon, honey. That is just fine. Um, those that know me by Sharon, call me Sharon. That's absolutely fine. Um, and so we went out for his birthday, and that was awesome. Um, what else did we do? Oh my gosh. Okay, yesterday. Was it yesterday or Thursday? Thursday. Okay, while Zach's home, he had gotten sitting home that day. So he woke up. I was on the phone with a friend, and his dog, we have dachshunds, several dachshunds, and his dog sleeps upstairs with him. And all of a sudden, he's like, Mom, there's a problem. There's a problem. So I think, somebody's bleeding or something, right? Well, his dog lost a tooth in the night. Okay. I'm like, where's the tooth? I don't know. Really? Where's the tooth? I don't know. I was like, did you throw it away? So anyway, nonetheless, I called the vet first thing because we have Maggie, the oldest one I told you about, has trouble with her teeth, and her snoot and under her eye will swell. And so I know right away it's tooth infection. So when that happened to Buster on Thursday, I knew right away what it was. But I hadn't experienced it with him. So I called the vet, and the vet wants to see him because they hadn't seen him in 100 years. So we took him in. He did the heartworm check, gave him heartworm medication, gave him an antibiotic. He was such a good boy. Such a good boy. He doesn't give the vet any trouble at all. But hold on, guys. Welcome to my insane live stream. Okay, life happens. So, um, so we have Buster at the vet. He has his antibiotic. She did say we need to look into getting his teeth done, but there's a catch in that. There's a little hiccup in it. She was checking him, and she goes, "Do you know that he has a heart murmur?" And I went, "A heart murmur?" She said, "Yeah, he has a heart murmur." And I'm like, "Oh, great." And so, we talked about, what it could be, it's not, it's not, maybe not enlarged heart. There's not a lot we really can do right now. They can do some blood work. They can do some x-rays to make sure he doesn't, his heart's not enlarged. But she told us, what to watch for, things like that. But I was like, trying to keep it on the light side. I call it his heart mumble. Doesn't have a heart murmur. He has a heart mumble. And so just, he really is. He's such a good baby. And he, oh, you've got to hear this. Okay. They weigh your dog at the doctor's office, right? So she takes us out there and we put him on the scale, right? I look up and the thing says 50 pounds. And I just like I had a heart attack. I was like, my little dog is not 50 pounds. She goes, no. She goes, we need to reset it. So she reset it. And he still is a big honking 21 pounds. So he is overweight. And we do need to work on that. And so, but brought him home and he takes his antibiotic really well. And his side of his mouth has gone down. The swelling has gone down. And I kind of thought it would pretty quick. It's never happened to him before. And so hopefully we're not dealing with it anymore. So, hi, Lizzie. How are you, sweetie? I'm glad you made it. We're just kind of talking about my week. Dog got sick. Kid got sick. Yeah. And the man child is driving me insane. Let's see, what else happened? Oh, I know what. They were able to, thank goodness, they gave him a mani-pedi. He needed to have his nails trimmed so bad, and I cannot do it well. I can do scooters. He's my little, I don't know if he's even 15 pounds. No, he's not. He's more around 10 or 11 pounds. He's little. And so, he'll sit still for mommy. And so I could do him, but you're talking about the 21-pound dachshund. And I'm like, would y'all do that while we're here? And so they did that for me. So that was a big thing too. They took care of that. And so I was real happy about that. And so by the end of the week, Buster's doing better. The teenager's doing better. He's still not listening to me, so he's definitely feeling better. Anyone that's got teenagers or young adults can understand for sure. Another thing that we've been talking about, we had been talking about going to Utah for vacation this year, my husband and I. This will be our first child-free vacation. And that means the older one too, because the last big vacation we took, we had him with us. And that's when we went to Durango and did all our stuff. And we did whitewater rafting because he wanted to do it. And Mama was thinking, well, it's probably the last vacation he'll go on with us. So yeah, I was kind of suckered into that, but I loved it. I had a really good time. And so now I can say I've been whitewater rafting. So anyway, so that probably was the last vacation we'll probably do as a family. So it's just going to be my husband and I, which is going to be so nice. Anyway, we can go wherever we want, do whatever we want to do. So first it was Utah, and we were talking about Bryce Canyon, Zion again, and this, that, and the other. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. And so, hold on, let me find my fives. Crud. Okay, sorry. Anyway, so we were going to go to Zion and then Bryce Canyon. He's not crazy about riding in a shuttle bus with people. He doesn't do crowds and confinement like that. And so we'd much rather, drive ourselves. So we kind of threw Utah out the window. Then it went to, we were thinking about Yellowstone. So Yellowstone National Park, it's got, of course, those that don't know, those that are in Canada, it's got Old Faithful, which is a geyser there. And, it's a big deal. Okay, so I start looking around for places to stay. I would have had to book almost a year out, guys, almost a year. It was insane. I did find a few places, but the places that I found were quite on the expensive side. And considering it would take us multiple days to get there, which is multiple hotel stays on top of where we were staying, we went, maybe we should do that another year where we can book it ahead of time and save a little more money. So Yellowstone's out, right? So we start, okay, well, what do we want to do, right? And he starts talking about us going, where did he want to go? Oh, he talked about going to Red River, New Mexico. We love that. It's a ski town. Of course, we don't ski. Hold on, I'm trying to find all my E's. Holy moly, I think I messed this up. Okay, anyway, I'll keep going. So he wanted to go to Red River. Red River is great, I think, for, a couple days, but wherever I go, I want us to stay for a while, maybe at least, 5 days, 4 nights, at least. And so, hi, Ms. Red Stilettos. How are you, sweetie? We're just talking about the constantly changing locations of our vacation this year. Yeah. Started out Utah, gone to talking about Yellowstone, and then going to Red River, New Mexico. That's where hubby was talking about then. I want to be able to stay a little longer. That's great for cold weather. Warm weather, there's a few things you can do, but not somewhere that I want to really stay that length of time. And so the last vacation we took in 2019 was to Durango, Colorado. I love Colorado. I totally love it. And so we stayed in Durango, and there is a narrow gauge railroad which will go from Durango up to Silverton. And we've done that twice. And so 2019, we went on it again. There's also from Durango up to Silverton is a road, and it's called $1 Million Highway. It is a very challenging road, one that Monty, definitely, he wanted to do that last time, and instead of doing that last time, we ended up whitewater rafting. Yeah. So this time, if we stay in Durango, oh yeah, I blew off Red River, in case you didn't know. So if we go to Durango, we're going to go up $1 Million Highway to Silverton, which we've been there a couple of times, but you only have enough time for lunch, maybe a little shopping before you got to get back on the train. So we'd be able to stay a little bit of time there. Well, there's also a little mining town, historic place. It was an old mining town, and it's called Ouray. And it looked cute. But the goal of all this, here's why I was wanting to do Colorado. I have an ulterior motive here. I've been watching my daughter and her family take their vacation. They've gone up through Oregon. And they've gone through Oregon and watched and seen all of the waterfalls. And I get pictures, and I'm like, this is so pretty. And I love water. I love streams and bubbling brooks and rivers on the side of the road, and especially waterfalls. So basically, I'm kind of wanting to go and find a bunch of waterfalls. There's my motive. I want to go see waterfalls. And so I'm hoping, we're talking end of August, maybe September. I'm hoping that, there's still a fair amount of, water. Now we were actually looking, we were going through YouTube last night because I was in our room playing on my phone, and I found some places. There was like Rifle Falls. There were several places. Hold on, let me reach for this. I printed this out, and it's like a map of all of the waterfalls in Colorado. And it's the coolest thing, but it kind of makes you figure out where you can and cannot go. I mean, you don't want to go all the way across the state. So over by Durango and over, I say not far, it's probably several hundreds of miles, is Pagosa Springs. But if you go up through Durango to that place I call Ouray, that has a lot of waterfalls. And I'm just trying to think, which one did it have? I think that was Rifle Falls. Now, Rifle Falls is the main place that I want to go. It looks absolutely beautiful. The hike is not too bad. And we could stay there all day and just thoroughly enjoy it. So that's one of them, was Rifle Falls. There were Cascade Falls. I want to say that was down in the area of Ouray. I think that's where that was. Pagosa Springs has a waterfall, but there's only one, and that's a pretty good distance, so we don't want to go out of the way if we stay in Durango. There's a place called Telluride. I don't know if anybody knows about Telluride, but that's got several waterfalls not far from it. Anyway, yeah, I've got some confetti going on, Miss Red Stilettos. I sure do. Okay, all right, Rachel. Okay, yeah, I can relate to kids having meltdowns. Oh, yeah. So we were keeping our granddaughter who's 5, for quite a while, and yeah, know all about meltdowns. Anyway, what were some of the other falls? There was one called Treasure Falls. Not sure exactly where that was, but the walk to get there was like a mile. Okay, I can do a mile, right? Piedra Falls is another place that's like a 1 mile hike to get there. I would have to, I still need to work out the logistics, and there's a lot we're not going to be able to see, but there's some that we will. The 4 Mile Falls, yeah, I'm not thinking I'm going to do that. I don't want to go 4 miles one way unless I'm really in shape. And I don't know, guys, 4 miles just to see a waterfall. We'll see. There's the one near Telluride, Colorado, is the Bridal Veil Falls. That is so pretty. It's really pretty. But as we were looking through the YouTube videos, I really liked Rifle Falls State Park, and those, waterfalls and everything a lot better, better than anything else that we've seen. So that's one thing that we're looking at. So basically, I'm wanting to chase waterfalls all over Colorado. But I want to be able to stay pretty stationary for, several days, because we tend to go from town to town. Like, let's say from here to Durango, we're talking, I think we stopped two or three times going there. We stop at these little small towns because I don't like to be in the car for 100 years at a time. And so we'll stop at these little towns overnight, and we'll try and look around as best we can. in the time we have there before we have to get back on the road and go to the next town on our way to our final destination. So, but once, like in 2019 when we went to Durango, I had said I want to stay here for several days, and so that's where we planned the narrow gauge railroad. We went up to Silverton. There was some other stuff that we were going to do, sightseeing and things like that, and we did. But I'm sorry, guys, I did not sleep well last night. That's another story. So instead of going $1 Million Highway, we ended up doing the whitewater rafting, which again was an adventure. It's something that apparently was on my bucket list that I didn't know was on my bucket list. Hi, Cranes Creations. Welcome. So anyway, so we did end up staying about 4 days at least in Durango. It was really nice to be in one place for a while and just do, whatever we wanted to do, go shop, go eat out, go this, go that. And so that's kind of, I want to be able to be in one place, but be able to, venture out to, let's say, Ouray, let's say Rifle Falls in Colorado. Let's stay there. We'll stay in Durango or whatever, but spend a day out there. And then if we don't see, everything in one day, go back the next day and do some more in the park. But it'd be nice that we'll be on our own schedule. And that's what I really like, is to be on our own schedule. Most vacations we have taken have been to a destination involving our kids. It's either, going to California for a birthday or Christmas or Thanksgiving, or we're watching the little ones for, so my daughter and son-in-law can go, on a vacation themselves. But it's always been for a destination. Well, the trip in 2019, I was like, we're not going anywhere that involves anybody except us. Well, that's what I want to do this time. It'll just be the two of us. I don't want us to, have any destination other than where we're going, the two of us. And so I don't know if the destination will change several times between now and when we decide where we're going to go. So let's see. Okay. Yeah, I did not sleep well last night. For some reason, I was doing this all night, up and over and over and over and over. So I'm kind of tired today. Hopefully, I'll go to bed early tonight. Okay. Let's see. This morning, we happened to be, flipping channel or flipping through YouTube. And I can't remember how this came up. I think it was, we tend to state, statements from movies and things like that. And so my husband made a statement and he goes, yeah, that came from the Wiggles. And I went, the Wiggles. Am I frozen, guys? Am I frozen? Maybe not. I'm just moving very, very, very slow. And so, he brings up the Wiggles. Now, the Wiggles was I don't know, does anybody know who the Wiggles are? I mean, we're talking back in 1998. They were a children's band. We totally loved them. But our son was born in 2001. So they were just really getting, getting to be really, big. And so they had all these great kid songs and things like that. Okay, thanks, Robert. So they had all these cute songs, and and it was funny because we turned the YouTube. We were watching YouTube, and he turned some videos on. Yes, the Wiggles are still around today. They're different. This is a different group than the originals. This was back in 98. It was the originals, and I love them. I love them, and I'm sure they are just these new ones are just as good. But yeah, these were the first guys, and we enjoyed it so much. What's sad is we're sitting here and we put this on, and number one, we enjoyed it, and number two, we knew the words to the songs. So after all these years, but okay, I will say, with two grandchildren that stayed here for a while, that was our grandson Tristan and our granddaughter Madison at two separate times. We would pull up this song called Fruit Salad, and it was the cutest little song. So I would introduce them to the fruit salad song. And so we, sing the song together. They'd learn the song. Well, then I would buy a bunch of fruit, and we would go into the kitchen and we would make fruit salad and sing the song. And it was so much fun. Um, Tristan, I mean, he's 9 now. And this was, I guess, about when he was 3 or 4. I think on average it was when they were about 4 we did this. And they loved it. Now with my granddaughter, she wanted to eat more fruit than went in the bowl. She wanted to eat it before it went in the bowl. And I was like, no, honey, it needs to go in the bowl. But they loved the Wiggles as well. And I was asking my husband if he remembered us going to a Wiggles concert, like you would go to a band's concert. They had a Wiggles concert, and this was the original ones. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh, good gravy. What? I give up. I give up. I give up. I surrender. Okay. Anyway. All right. So he did. He remembered. Zachary was about 15 months, 15 months old when we went to that concert, and Monty had put him on his shoulders. He was so sweet, y'all. It was so sweet. And then there was another concert that we had gone to. I want to say he was probably about 5. And we went to Veggie Tales. It was a concert that was at a church that was like on the other side of Houston. And so we took him to that. So he went to the Wiggles concert, and then he went to a concert that was for Veggie Tales. And outside of that, growing up, he's never been to a concert. Oh, no, 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 no. I'm sorry. He has. Celtic Thunder. I don't know if anyone knows who Celtic Thunder is. Does anyone know? Does anyone know who Celtic Thunder is? And again, the original group, it's changed now. They've added different people in, and some people have gone away. It's amazing. It's all men, and there's usually, I think there's 5 or 6, and they're like, I don't know how to describe them, guys, but of course they're from Ireland, and they sing, this Celtic music. It's amazing. And one thing, we were keeping track of them, and when we started watching them, one of the singers his name's Damien, beautiful blue eyes. So he was a young boy. So I would say he was probably 13, something like that. Amazing voice, amazing. So actually, we had stopped, listening for a while, and then we went back and we're watching some new videos. And you see this tall kid with beautiful blue eyes. He'd grown up. I went, what happened to Damien? And his voice had changed as well. I was like, are you kidding me? Oh my God. And then they had some people come and go and everything, but their music was beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I totally loved it. it was pretty good. It was really good. So let's see what else I've got to talk about, guys. That started out my week, and we talked about all of that crazy stuff. I still this week need to go and get some flowers for the flower bed, not a garden, a flower bed. And then Zach's feeling better, Buster's feeling better, husband's feeling better. Still haven't figured out, as I said, where we're going to go on vacation right now. It's Colorado and chasing waterfalls. So any suggestions on vacations? Okay, Miss Red Stilettos, do you, oh, okay, Fairy Tale Poet knows the Wiggles. Yes, they're still around, Rachel, yeah. Yeah, I think that's what Betty Ann's saying, is that she knows the Wiggles. Does anybody know the original ones? Have y'all seen the original ones? It was adorable. They had Captain Feathersword, like these were additional characters. They had Captain Feathersword, Dorothy the dinosaur, Wags the dog, and it was just cute, guys. It was just really, really cute. So anyway, so let's go back to diamond painting and crafting. I have a video that is going to come up. Okay, bye, Betty Ann. I'll talk to you soon. Go get your errands run, and we'll see you next time. Okay, let's see. Oh my gosh, that's pretty cool, Robert. That old friend works for the doctor? Very neat. Hi, Linda. Hi, welcome. Lost my train of thought. Oh, after this, I actually filmed a video today. Finally, the one that I had been putting off. Guys, I get nervous. Okay, I know everybody does, but I get nervous even when I'm filming my videos. I try not to, but again, stage fright without being on a stage. But I did. I had an unboxing of 2 items. I unboxed those, and didn't really need to do a lot of editing to the video. And so I will be finishing uploading it. I started before the live. I started uploading it to YouTube, and that will finish after this. So, oh, Celtic Thunder. Yes. Yay, Betty Ann knows them. Yeah, they're really good. But anyway, oh God, where was I, guys? Oh, the video. Anyway, so it'll be up after this. It's an unboxing of some gifts and then something that I purchased, and so that turned out to be really good. I believe it was a really good video. Now, I also did a video, and I showed y'all the cover of the coffee, the coffee type, like the Besties, the Sherry Baldy Besties, where all the Besties, and it's like a coffee motif. Now, where is that? Oh, it's all the way over on the island. Forget it. I'm not going to get it. Anyway, I showed y'all the cover when it came in and promised a flip through. I've done a flip through, but I want to get approval from Sherry before I post it on YouTube. I guess, I don't know, copyright or whatever, but she's super sweet. I don't think she's going to care, but I want to ask her first. And so those 2 are the 2 that I have going up. Things are going to start rolling in here soon that I've ordered. So I will have more videos to come. At some point, I I might attempt to do a whip and chat. I don't know. I just feel like I'm boring sometimes. So I haven't really done one before. Um, let's see. Now, the other day I did have something come in. It was the Elizabeth Ward uh, tray, the storage trays, the one that's got not all the little ones. Oops, not all the little ones, but it's got multiple sizes, which are the ones I really like. Um, and I managed to get two of those for, I think it was about $50 or something like that. I think it was about $50, and they're very, very expensive from what I understand. Um, I think one might be close to $50. And so on Amazon, I found these. Actually, a friend of mine told me that they had gotten some, so I went and looked, and I found some. Um, and I love them. I can't wait to start using them. I lost one to my daughter-in-law because I gave her. I'm sorry, big yawn. I had her try to work on a thing I already had kitted up, and it was April Fairy from Halen. And I gave that to her to work on, and I will probably not see it again. So, and that's okay. I mean, I just hope that she does the diamond painting at some point. But yeah, so now I have two more. I'm really great at kitting up, and I really stink at kitting down. I don't like to kit down. Um, what I've done up to this point, I don't have something set aside to keep leftover drills. The only ones I would probably keep are Diamond Art Club, some like Craftedly, some like let's see, just some of the companies that we know are really good and provide really good drills, quality drills. I would probably keep those. I've seen a couple of neat ways to organize them. So I might hijack those ideas. One of the things that I'm doing, as you see, I'm using a Bella Art de Nicole tray. This one is one of my rainbow ones I managed to snag. Yay me! I really like these guys. I didn't think I was going to like this, the spout, but I really do like it. My goal, and I say this in my video as well, my plan is to get 10 of these over time, because I can't really get them all at once. So over time, I want to get 10 of these this size, and then I want to get their stacking thing. They have a tray stacker that will hold 10 of these. And I'd like to be able to take these when I have confetti, take these and put the different colors in them, 10 of them, and then label them. I could label them right here. And that's been my biggest thing with confetti storage, is how to label it, to be able to take it off and relabel it another time. So I think these might just be the ticket for doing what I want to do with my confetti. So we will see down the road how that works out. And I believe the puppies might be carrying on again, hopefully not. So I have told you guys what I am working on. Those that didn't hear, oops, I'm working on the continuation of my Chuck Penson Inspiration of Spring Meadows. Have about a 12-inch by 12-inch place left. And so I'm seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Now, I have just a few more minutes left. Why don't y'all tell me what you're working on? What have y'all been working on these days? Anything good? And it can be diamond painting, or it can be stitching, or whatever you're working on, for coloring. So let's see what you guys are working on. I need to, and Okay, sorry guys. Um, my husband's been gone. He's had band rehearsal today. Um, and so he should be, I guess, getting home here soon. He'll probably get home about the time we wrap this up. Um, but he, one of the dogs. I have a dog that likes to talk, by the way. Let's see, Robert's still working on the DP in the jungle. Okay, in the jungle. Vixie is working on the Nutcracker from DAC. I did start that, Vixie, around the holidays. And of course, once the holidays were over, I just kind of, I put her away for now. I will probably take her back out um, somewhere around December 1st. Okay, that's Jesus. And pulling Peter's hand out of the water. Okay, is that a Diamond Art Club, Melissa? The one of Jesus pulling Peter's hand and pulling him out of the water? Oh, you're crocheting the temperature blanket. Oh, 3 weeks behind on that. You know what? Yeah, I'm really behind on that because I'm not doing it. I still cannot crochet. I just can't. I just can't. I mean, I can do a chain, but the chain will have different different tightness of them, if that's the different size loops, if that's the terminology. But yes, that will. I can't do that, but I know that it's going to be beautiful. Oh, it's an ever moment. Oh, yeah, I like those. I like those. I don't have an ever moment, but I have seen them. They are beautiful. That is really nice. I don't know if you're a part of my Facebook group. It's the what in the world is that thing called? I think it's the Diamond Ladies Friends, Diamond Lady Friends. If you want to take a look at that, and if you want to post a picture of that, I would love to see that, and anybody else as well. You're welcome to post your works in progress, and just whatever is going on in your crafting world. And I will start utilizing that more. I haven't been using the Facebook group a whole lot, so I'll work on doing that a little bit more. So, guys, we are fast approaching the 6 o'clock hour. We've got about 2 minutes now. So I am going to end this so that y'all can go get you a little something to drink and head on over to Mindy's live stream. And I hope to see you guys all next week. Anyone that's watching this, please do, watching this after the fact, please put in hashtag replay so I know that you've been here. And guys, if you enjoyed this video, if you'll hit that like button for me, please feel free to comment. I don't have a lot of comments, so somebody say something. And then if you're subscribing, hit that bell, and then you'll know anytime that I upload a video or go live. So, oh, okay. Okay, well, guys, I really appreciate you being here with me. Y'all have a wonderful weekend and a wonderful week next week. And I'll see y'all in some live streams, and then I'll definitely see you next Saturday at 5 o'clock. All right, take care. Bye.